We're going to play around with Gnome Boxes today. Gnome Boxes is a nice little utility for managing virtual machines, and it has a really slick interface. You can see that it automatically downloads the software that you need to run, so whatever image you need, you can just get. And even more importantly, you can just drag and drop files from your local computer onto the virtual machine interface, and it'll show up in the downloads folder on the virtual machine. You can easily create a new virtual machine, and it shows a number of featured downloads. These are the most used, but you can also select other sources. You can select locally from the gallery, and you can see here it's just a massive amount of images to choose from. So the neat thing is that it has a Gnome OS. And you can see here this is 3.38 version. And if we take a look at my computer, you can see that I'm running this version here. Now it's pretty cool because you can install it on a virtual machine and it installs the entire Gnome suite for you to play around with. So that includes all of the Gnome-based applications, and it's a very easy way to make sure that all your items are in sync. We can do this with the nightly build, so you can get the changes immediately as they come. And it'll download automatically, but I won't let you sit through the download. I actually have the image here that we can use. And of course, you can customize the install. So memory, disk size, you can pick whatever you might need, and it gives you the recommended defaults as well. This actually installs and loads pretty quickly. The screen size starts small like any virtual machine, but it will increase to the full resolution. Now, it wants to select a few more formatting and configuration options, and you can just move through this pretty quickly. And then it wants to do a restart, so let's go ahead and power that off. Now you can actually see that it installs right in the Boxes interface, and here we have a fully featured Gnome OS. Go ahead and pick some more configuration options. We'll turn off privacy, we'll turn off the location. Nobody needs to know our location. Here we can connect some accounts, and we'll just run with the default information here. Set a weak password and we're all set. You can start the tour if you want to know a little more about the interface, and it'll walk you through it interactively, which is pretty nice. It gives you all of the standard Gnome applications, so this is a pretty good overview of the Gnome GTK applications. Here's the photo application, and it shows you searching, how notifications work, the do not disturb, and various other system information. Now I can talk about installing software. So here's the software interface where we can pick and choose different packages to install on the virtual machine and see how this works. Not all of the software you're looking for will be in here, but if you surf around a little bit, you can find some packages. So as you can see, we can get Geary here. Now a lot of these also walk you through the account setup and the OAuth. So let's try to install Geary. And you can see it asks to add some accounts. If you're connected to your online accounts, it would actually pick those up automatically. So that's a pretty nice and slick virtual machine management. It's not the most robust, but for just playing around with some OS installs, it works great. It's not giving you everything you want for virtual machine management, but if you're only looking to test out a few Linux distributions, it's a pretty easy way to do that.